a French man and a Nobel Prize winner, Albert Camus. We say no philosophy is complete without him, Albert Camus. इनका एक बहुत famous किताब है, The Stranger. And I'll recommend all of you, if you find time, read it. छोटी सी किताब, not a very big one, a very small book, but very deep philosophy. Albert Camus. You pronounce as Camus, C-A-M-U-S. Albert Camus, you pronounce as Camus, but write as Camus. He's a Nobel laureate, by the way, okay? The Stranger. Okay? Now this man says, if we actually think about life, he says, life is absurd. Forget about meaning. Life is absurd. It makes no sense. Why do we meet the person we do? Why do we pick up the choice of work that we do? Okay. The type of schedule we have for ourselves. देखा जाए एकदम stupidity है. It has no meaning. For stupidity, it has no meaning. It's absurd. And he says, the meaning to life does not come from try and listen what the universe tells you. एक philosophy है ना? Listen deep. The answers are in the universe. As if the universe is speaking to me. No, the universe is silent. Okay, so for Albert Camus, life is absurd. So now his very famous statement, he says that because life is absurd, he says, quote unquote, should I die or have a cup of coffee? Because life is absurd, so should I die, commit suicide, or should I have a cup of coffee? He says, that is your choice. अगर लाइफ का मीनिंग ही नहीं है और सब टोटली मेक्स नो सेंस, फिर लाइफ जीना ही क्यों है यार? कल के मरने वाले आज मर जाते हैं. जितने बूढ़े में मरोगे उतना पेनफुल हो डेथ होगा. हड्डियां नहीं चलेंगी, बैक पेन है, दांत टूट जाएगा. द लॉन्गर यू लिव, द लॉन्गर मोर चांसेस ऑफ you committing more sins also. Okay, the longer you live, the more chances of you getting hurt also. So absurdity may finish life, khatam karo, life is absurd. So risk suicide or absurd hai, so chill. Itna kyun sochna hai? Have a cup of coffee. I hope you got the point here. So he says, Albert Camus says, that accepting the absurdity of anything, of life in particular, accepting the absurdity of life is the first step of genuinely embracing life. So life's happiness, so Albert Camus says, life's happiness is not in looking for its meaning. Life's happiness is not in looking for its meaning. कि absurd में क्या meaning में निकालोगे? आप जो भी निकालोगे, it's your creation. Absurdity can have no meaning. It's what you attach. Okay, he says happiness lies in accepting the absurdity and the struggles of life itself. अब देखो, आप make a list of what the world is. I mean, ठीक है, अपने समझाने के लिए we can always say world is great and life is wonderful. And there is happiness. But सोच के देखो, the world is full of unjust. Around you'll find people who you think are undeserving are the ones who have the maximum. Mostly, life does not reward the goodness. There are absurd ways how people justify evil also. ये absurd ही हुआ ना? अब you look around you. While you can have a positive mind, सब अच्छा है, सब बढ़िया है, all is life, God is great, count your blessings, आप समझा सकते हो अपने आप को, but थोड़ा देर और सोच के देखो, life is unjust. Why am I here and why somebody else born in the house next door is probably worse than anybody you can think in terms of life? Why do some people die and some people don't die? Why did I suffer while I have done nothing wrong. The lot of undeserving ones who become successful. Evil ones, they are the most powerful people on the earth. So Albert Camus says that the more you think about life, the more absurd and the more unjust. अब ऐसे में आप क्या मीनिंग ढूंढोगे? But he says that in accepting the absurdity is the sense of freedom. So life is in the small mundane things. Life is in the small mundane things that give us true meaning of life. Example of a mundane thing. Okay, चुपचाप बैठ के आप चने खा रहे हो. Okay, and that sense of freedom. Okay, that is your happiness. Mundane thing. Call up your friend and एकदम बेकार बात हो रही है. होता है, I'm sure you know this. With the friends थोड़ी कुछ सोच के बात करता है. बात सोचोगे यार क्या absurd बात कर रहे थे, all imagination. But that is your happiness. Mundane, regular things. Okay, maybe ask your mother the mundane thing of cooking, the mundane thing of probably putting you to sleep. Okay, the mundane thing of taking your dog out for a walk. Okay, उसमें happiness है. This is happiness lies in accepting the absurdity and doing the mundane things. इसमें एक example देते हैं, बड़ा famous example है. Okay, there is a myth बोल लो, a character called as Sisyphus. You heard about this term? There is a character, एक mythological character है called as Sisyphus. Sisyphus is a character who is pushing a stone up a mountain. Okay, it's like he's trapped in a work. वो पत्थर को ऊपर धक्का मारेगा, यहां पहुंचोगे the पत्थर will roll down back again, and again he will start pushing the stone up. इसका काम कभी खत्म ही नहीं होता. It's a mythological character. Okay, Sisyphus. Sisyphus का काम है roll the stone up, ऊपर पहुंचो, the roll stone will come back down again. अब ये बताओ, इस सिसिफस का कोई लाइफ का मीनिंग है? ऐसे एब्सर्ड नो, ये क्यों धक्का मार रहे हो यार? धक्का मार के जाओगे, गड़ के वापस आएगा. Why are you even doing it? तो यहां पर एल्बर्ट कैमू सेज the happiness lies in imagining Sisyphus is smiling while doing the work. That is the mundaneness that gives him happiness.